everybody doing tonight? Oh, 2 drink minimum. Anyway, they got you guys packed in here like sardines, don't they? Yes. I don't know my nuts feel when I wear whitey tighties. That's a little different, man. Everybody thinks comedians got such an easy job. I don't think we really do. I gotta get up here and make y'all laugh. But there is one good thing about being a comedian. When we come out to shows like this, we don't gotta pay to get in. We don't got a 2 drink minimum, so really the joke's on y'all. I got started doing this, maybe about 3-4 months ago. It was kind of awkward. I was working as a computer programmer, and got caught watching shit I shouldn't be watching when I was at work, and got fired for poor job performance. I don't know if by looking at me tell I was watching porn. They bought me a 17-inch screen. I was trying to utilize it. My mom said, "Waste no more now." The people that fire me, they're firing me telling me I got poor job performance. The same people that voted for Bush 2 terms in a row fired me for poor job performance. Nice fucking character, right? It was weird. I was on the phone, I was talking to my friend, I was just cracking jokes, just being a wise, that's the way I am. That's probably why I was unemployed, collecting a check. Thanks for extra $25 to Obama. That's about it. I ain't got shit else from him, but a text message the day he got in office telling me to report at 4:30 in the morning for orientation at the fields. That's the only other thing Obama gave me. For those of y'all that didn't get that, she'll explain it to you later. But, I was just cracking jokes with him. He says, "Man, we got to get you on stage. You'd be really funny, maybe comedy will be a natural thing." And I said, "No, I don't really know, man. How long do you got to go on stage for?" He says, "Oh, about 3 or 4 minutes." Oh, shit, man. I hung the phone up and just started walking away. Coming back about 20 minutes later, he goes, "What's the big deal?" I said, "Man, if I can't last 3 or 4 minutes in bed, what makes you think I'm going to last that long on stage?" Hey, so it feels the same to me. 3 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, it all feels the same to us, right, fellas? Yeah, everyone's like, yep. After 5 minutes of sex, all we do is turn the TV on and hear, ain't no time for hugging and cuddling, man, the Mets is playing. What the fuck? So, it's different. Comedy's definitely a different thing. I think the easiest job in the world would probably either be being a weatherman, because we do the same fucking thing. We turn the channel on, he tells us it's going to be rain. We grab a fucking umbrella, we walk down the street, we go through the subway with it doesn't rain. It's the first thing we do when we get home. Oh, let me turn the news on, see what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. Every fucking day, the same guy's pointing at the fucking mirror, telling you what's going to happen. He's wrong, and we still turn it on. He's got better clothes than us. He makes more money than us. And we're still happy. The other job maybe I can think about is probably being a doctor. Because I don't know how many times you ever went to the doctor and he's telling you these fancy fucking diseases you got to take all these pills, you take everything, you don't get any better. You go back and you say, "All right, what do we do now?" Well, another $175 later and you're at Rite Aid for 4 hours at Doreen Reed, probably down in the city, waiting for your medication. Guess what? You're still fucking sick. So when I started doing comedy, like I said, maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, I went on my first trip. I went out to actually Tijuana, Mexico. Why they wanted to see me, but they paid, and that's all that fucking matters, right? So I get out there, and you start realizing that shit's a lot different in Mexico. The Mexicans in Mexico are different than the Mexicans in New York City. The only things that's the same is the same people are mowing the lawn and watering the flowers, but besides that, they're a little different out there. And I couldn't do some of the jokes I got, like, you never play Uno with a bunch of Mexicans, otherwise you'll have no green cards left, anything. That didn't go over. I could have heard a pin drop when I said that shit. What's he saying? I had to fucking narrow that down. So before I went on a trip, I wanted to get a guard dog to have at home, because my wife is high maintenance, and that's exactly why she was at home when I was out on the road. And I said, "You know what, why don't we go get us a dog to protect the house, because I'm not going to be here. Get something to bark and all that little shit so nobody comes in the house and takes what little bit I do have." And so we're down at the SPCA, because I believe, just pick an animal up so it doesn't get, euthanized and all that good shit. So I told the guy exactly what I wanted. I want something big and burly like me, so if someone comes to the fucking door, he can bite his ass, So the first thing he showed me was a Rottweiler. And I was like, well, that's nice. I go, "What's a Rottweiler going to do?" So he throws chicken in. Fucking Rottweiler tears the chicken apart. His feathers are going everywhere. And he said, "Oh, nigga, that motherfucker was hungry." So I was like, "That's good." I said, "I'll take him." He said, I got something else for you, man." Takes me over, shows me 2 Dobermans. Throws 4 chickens in it. Dobermans eat the chickens right up. That's pretty good. He goes, "I got one more thing I want to show you. Guarantee you're going to want it. He brings me over, he showed me a little beagle sitting in the corner. A little brown and white beagle. Got his leg up here, got his tongue up his ass, looking his ass. What the fuck I want that for? He goes, man, I would not be laughing too much, city boy. He says, I threw George Bush in there about 15 minutes ago. Apparently it's licking his ass to get the bad taste out of his mouth. So now I got 2 beagles at the house, so if any Republicans come up, we covered. Or Jehovah's Witness, because you know we all got that call at 8:30 in the morning. I ain't here, he ain't here. I'm just a guy cleaning the beds and everything. Was it me or did y'all hear somebody screaming when we were waiting out in the hallway, everybody lined up against the wall? I don't know if y'all heard the lady screaming, but she started screaming, everybody up against the wall. I had a flashback. I was back in the institution like this, making sure I wasn't crossing that red line. Stay to the right. Yes, ma'am. I ain't gonna move across that fucking line. I know what happened to me. And to make it worse, is I had to wait outside, because obviously this is a bring forward, which means you gotta bring 4 with you. I had 2 motherfuckers show up late. I told them to get here at 8 and they showed up at 9:30, and them 2 was right there. And I told him I was going to let him know about it, and I'm not going to pick on him too much and ask him how much he made when he was in the Wizard of Oz playing the Wizard or anything like that. I'll make up what little embarrassment you get by picking you up from daycare tomorrow. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but he doesn't go to daycare. So, anyway, it's just, I got a Jamaican wife. I don't want to leave that for the end, because she might be coming in here anytime now, so I don't want to hear too much about what I'm saying. We're different culturally, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting at home last night, we're worrying about bills and everything. She hands me, a little piece of paper with some green shit rolled up in it. I ain't never seen it before. So I figured I'd take a puff on it, and I did. About 15 minutes later, I didn't give a fuck about bills, them turning the lights off. The only thing I wanted to do was eat fucking potato chips. I woke up the next fucking morning, I had 1 sock on, butt ass naked, had sauce on my chest, and I felt pretty good about myself. Here's one thing about smoking weed around people you don't know. You should never do it in the house you ain't fucking familiar with. Because I started smoking weed over her aunt's house, and I went in the bathroom, and I could have swore the fucking toilet bowl was arguing with the fucking shower head. And I looked over, it looked like Pee Wee Herman's fucking playhouse. The fucking mouth's moving, and the toilet bowl was like more ass than anybody in this motherfucker. Shower looks over and goes, yeah, but nobody fucking, I don't take shit from nobody. Toilet bowl looks right over the shower head and says, yep, but I don't massage no one's balls either, so I guess we even. Shit like that happens. Most comedians like to end the act with a joke or everything. I do things a little differently. Like Jerry Springer will do, give you that final thought. Don't let no one tell you you can't do something in life. Go out there and do you. Life's a game of poker. Play it all in, every hand. Don't let no one tell you different. I'm Big Daddy, and I'm out.
I feel very weird calling a big white man Big Daddy.